Good afternoon and welcome to Pope John High School in Sparta, New Jersey. For Pope John Lions Baseball, Mike Formisano along with you, calling today's game on Pope John Lions TV on YouTube. It is second round action of the Hunterdon Sussex tournament as the number 4 seed Pope John Lions host the number 13 seed Lenape Valley Patriots. Pope John coming off a loss last night to Wayne Hills by a score of 2-1. They were down in the bottom of the 7th inning, and then base hit by Nick Struble went ahead and scored the Lions' first innings. But then Pope John's Andrew Pammy lined out to the third baseman to end the game. If that ball is a foot either way, the Lions tie the game and pass it. So that is baseball, a game of inches. And today, Pope John is looking at the inches will go in their favor. So they are starting freshman pitcher Beckett Weeks. Weeks has been incredible for Pope John this season, and he has an ERA on Lions today. Let's go over the rosters. We start with Lenape Valley. Number 1 is Liam McClune. Number 2 is Michael Beck. 4, Thomas Jennings. 5, Ty Deliker. 7, Aiden Von Bommel. Number 8, Hunter Klaus. 10 is Josiah Mark Pavis. 16, Chase Grant. 20, Robert Krantz. 21, Ben Semeski. 23, Michael Parker. 25, Jack Kopich. 27, Dylan Kelly. Lucas Angeline, 33. 34 is Chris Zander. 42, Will Doyle. The head coach or manager of the Lenape Valley Patriots is Ken Costa. Assistant coach John Layden. The lineup for Lenape Valley, leading off, number 11, Tanner Gabota, the shortstop. Second is number 34, Chris Zander, third base. Batting third, number 5, Ty Deliker, right field. The cleanup hitter, number 7, Aiden Von Bommel, the second baseman. Batting fifth, number 15, Mark Pavesi. He is left field. Number 6 is number 23, Michael Parker, first base. Batting 7th, number 8, Hunter Klaus. He's the catcher. Batting 8th, the DH, 12, Lucas Shedeman. And batting 9th, number 2, Michael Quebec. For the Pope John Lions on the hill, freshman pitcher Beckett Weeks, number 10. His battery mate catcher Andrew Pammy, number 6. The first baseman Evan Johnson, 25. At second is Nick Struble, number 3. The shortstop, number 20, Will Ryan. Third base is number 8, Alec Trakowski. In left, number 13, Brody O'Hara. Center fielder, number 31, Joseph Manko. And in right, number 11, Jack Portman. The president of the Catholic Academy of Sussex County is Father Michael Parisi. The principal of Pope John High School is Gene Emery. The athletic director is Brian McAleer. Athletic trainers, John Graziano and Jordan Martin. The manager of the Pope John Lions is James Manko. Assistant coaches, Ben Perez. The rest of the roster here for the assistant coaches, my apologies. Sean Bierman, Dan Cadisho, Justin Provost, and Peter Corcoran. I'm Mike Formisano. We are here live in an overcast, humid afternoon here, but no rain on the horizon, hopefully, as we have baseball first, and then later on today at 4 p.m., or immediately following this game, we'll bring you to lacrosse coverage. The top seed, Pope John Lions, take on number 8, Delaware Valley at the lacrosse field. 4 p.m. start time. We will have coverage immediately following last pitch, about 5 minutes later. Just need to get down to the field. And I've got trainers, either Jerry or Jordan, will drive me down in the cart to the lacrosse field from the baseball diamond as soon as this one's over. Here we go. First pitch leading off is Tanner Gabota. Weeks looks in. Here's the pitch. In there, called strike. Now Weeks at the belt. Beckett with his second offering. And he went. Batter went. Check swing, couldn't hold it. 0-2 to Gabota. On deck for Lenape Valley, number 34, Chris Zander. Now Weeks with the pitch. Liner to left center field is going to drop in for a hit. So, leadoff man on for Lenape Valley. Number 11, Tanner Gabota, takes the fastball from Weeks and drops it into left field, just in front of Brody O'Hara. And now the Patriots with their leadoff man on, and the batter is number 34, Chris Zander. Weeks looks in. Checks the runner. Here's a pitch. In there, called strike. Nice breaking pitch from Weeks. First time we saw him was earlier in the season. First home game. He looked fantastic then. 0-2 to Xander. And then we saw him against Montville. And they scored 3 runs on him in the 5th inning, but up to that point, he was fantastic. So Weeks has been phenomenal the 2 times we've seen him. Now the pitch by Beckett. Fouled off. Xander just getting a piece of it. I can't say enough good things about the performance of Daniel Gigante yesterday. Coming in relief in the 2nd inning and shutting down Wayne Hills, giving Pope John a chance in that game. Now, they didn't come back to win, but what he did was save the bullpen for today. Fantastic job by Gigante. Here's the pitch. Liner to right field. It's in there for a base hit. Down the right field line. Here comes Gabota. He's going to stop at third. They say it went out of play, so they're going to rule it a ground rule double. So it's actually a break for the Lions, as it looked like Gabota was going to come around the score. So, wow. Lenape Valley with the hitting shoes on early. And they've gotten their first 2 hitters on against Beckett Weeks. Now the batter, and we'll see what Weeks can do now. 2nd and 3rd, no out. See what kind of magic trick he can pull. A la Copperfield, a la Houdini, a la whoever else you want to say in the world of magic. The batter now for Lenape Valley, Ty Deliker. Deliker playing right field for Lenape Valley today. No score, top of the 1st, no outs, 2nd and 3rd. Here's Weeks. Pitch. Called, strike. Right on the outside corner. His placement's terrific. Now Pammy out to talk to Beckett. Immediately following baseball here in the 2nd round of the Hunterdon War in Sussex, the quarterfinals of the lacrosse tournament down on the lacrosse field here at Pope John. We'll have that game for you. Double dip. Here's a pitch by Weeks. Liner to center field. In there for a base hit. Manco Fields, 1-run scores. They're going to hold the runner at 3rd, Chris Xander. A base hit and an RBI for Ty Deliker, and Lenape Valley takes a 1-0 lead. Now the batter for Lenape Valley, the cleanup hitter, Aiden Von Bommel. And now the coaches for Pope John going out to talk to Weeks, try and calm him down. First big spot for Weeks here. 3 straight hits. And they want to make sure they calm him down and they don't lose sight of this game. 1-0 Lenape Valley. Runners on 1st and 3rd. Pope John has their bullpen going. Miles Bassoni, number 15, getting loose in the bullpen just in case Weeks can't go. And umpire out to the pitcher's mound to check. They're going to stick with Weeks. Now the coach heads back to the dugout. And we'll resume baseball. So the freshman in a big spot for Pope John. 1st and 3rd, nobody out, and already a run in for Lenape Valley. Here's the pitch, a bunt down the first base line. So 0-1 to the batter, Aiden Von Bommel. On deck for Lenape Valley, Mark Pavisi. Here's Weeks. Bunts again. Right back to Weeks. He'll hold the runner. Throw to first in time. The runner comes home. He's safe. Let's go! So Weeks looked back at 3rd to try and hold the runner, and he did. But as soon as he threw to first, Xander took off for home, and he scores underneath the tag of Andrew Pammy. 2-0 Lenape Valley over Pope John. Now a runner on 2nd, 1 out. And Mark Pavisi, the left fielder, at the plate. Wind starting to blow out from left to right. Here's the pitch in there, called strike. 0-1 to Pavesi. Rain has definitely held off. The sun's shining. It's actually an overcast day, but the sun is peeking out. Inside, 1-1. Hope John got here with the first round bye, being the number 4 seed in this Hunterdon Warren Sussex tournament. Here's a pitch by Weeks. Inside, 2-1. Now the 2-1 offering from Weeks. Fouled off, out of play, behind the Lenape Valley dugout. Lenape Valley out of Stanhope, New Jersey, about 10-15 minutes south of here. Hope John from Sparta, obviously. Also want to give my thanks to scorekeeper Bree Perez for today's game. Here's a pitch. Fouled off, out of play. Counts even 2-2. Hot, overcast, humid day here. We are definitely racing towards summer. Weeks looks in. He's at the belt. Now the pitch by Weeks. Low. Gets away from Pammy. Jumps on it. Holds the runner at second. So Deliker doesn't go anywhere. But now full count to Pavesi. On deck number 23, Michael Parker. Count is full to Pavesi. Weeks checks the runner, not a pitch. Grounder back to the shortstop, Will Ryan. He's got one play, the first, and he gets Pavesi. 2 down, and on to play, Deliker advances to third. So now the batter, number 23, Michael Parker. 2 in already for Lenape Valley. It's 2-0 here in the top of the first. The big out for Weeks. Here's the pitch. Foul away. 0-1. Weeks keeps it to 2. No harm, no foul. Hope John should be able to get their offense going. And that is the poise that you look. Listen, pitchers are going to do it. Pitchers are going to give up runs in the first inning occasionally. It happens. Not a pitch. Fouled off. Right back to us. So if Weeks can hold damage to 2 runs here, it's saying a lot. 1-2 count to Parker. Catcher, Hunter Klaus on deck. Here's the pitch by Weeks. Blown away. Gets away from Pammy. He didn't see it initially, and that allows the run to score. Ty Deliker scores on the wild pitch. And that makes the score 3-0 Lenape Valley. So now the bases are empty. Weeks looks in. Here's the pitch. High fly ball, left center field. And Brody O'Hara makes a nice catch on the run in the left center field gap. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. But the Lenape Valley Patriots scored 3 times in the top of the first. And after a half inning, it's the Lenape Valley Patriots 3. Pope John coming to bat. We'll be back right after this on Pope John Lions TV on YouTube. Welcome back to Pope John High School in Sparta, New Jersey. We're bottom of the first action between the Pope John Lions, Lenape Valley Patriots. Mike Formasano along with you, calling today's action. Lineup for the Pope John Lions, leading off, number 31, Joseph Manco. Batting second, number 20, Will Ryan, the shortstop. Batting third, number 11, Jack Portman, he's playing right. The cleanup hitter, number 3, Nick Struble, he's second base. Catcher, Andrew Pammy, number 6, he's batting fifth. The sixth hitter, number 25, Evan Johnson, playing first base. Brody O'Hara, number 13, he's batting seventh, playing left field. The DH, Lucas Meseros, he's number 21. And batting ninth, number 8, is Alex Rakowski, he's playing third. Your pitcher is Beckett Weeks. On the mound for Lenape Valley, Jack Kopich, number 25. The catcher is Hunter Klaus, he is number 8. First baseman, Michael Parker. Second base, Aiden Von Bommel. Tanner Gabota is shortstop. And the third base is Chris Zander, number 34. Playing left field, Mark Bavasi. The center fielder, Michael Quebec. And the right fielder is Ty Deliker, number 5. 3-0 Lenape Valley leads over Pope John as we start the bottom of the first. Mango adjusting his belts. Here's the first pitch by Kopich. Swing and a miss, strike one. But John's going to be careful not to be a little too anxious today, especially being down 3-0, trying to get all the runs back in one swing. He's got to work it slowly, one at a time. Kopich for the 0-1. On the outside corner, strike two. Kopich looks in. Now the delivery. High and outside. 1-2. Also want to give my thanks to the scorekeepers, Bree Perez and Samantha Zabrowski. Fouled off, out of play by Manco. Keeps the count 1-2. Apologies for the screen. Trying to get that back. It's actually shaded by the sun. It's tough for me to see it, so trying to adjust it as best as possible. Here's the 1-2. Low in the dirt. 2-2. We've been through this a million times. It's actually not dirt, but we'll take it as dirt. Artificial turf field here, Pope John. Most of the high school is going that way. Here's the pitch. Fouled off by Manco down the right field line. Can the right fielder get to it in foul territory? No, he cannot. So Manco stays alive. 2-2. On deck for the Lions, Will Ryan, shortstop. Lions just had their National Signing Day. All the players in high school signing off at colleges. Both Will and Jack Portman heading to the University of Scranton. So congratulations. I got to get a list for you. Next time we cover baseball, we'll have a list for you. Shot by Joseph Manco into left field. Base hit. Falls right in front of the left fielder. He's going for two. Here's the throw. The slide. He's out. Wow, what a throw by the left fielder for Lenape Valley, Mark Pavese. And they get Manco trying to stretch a single into a double. So, a tough break for Pope John. And now the batter, number 20, Will Ryan. One out here, bottom of the first. Lions trying to build base runners. Here's the pitch. Outside, ball one. Lions, the 4 seed coming into this Hunterdon Warren Sussex tournament. Lenape Valley, the 13. Here's the pitch. Grounder to third. Third baseman, Zander, across the diamond. In time, nice scoop by the first baseman, Michael Parker. And now with 2 down, the batter is number 11, Jack Portman. Portman coming off a rare 0 for 4 yesterday. And a couple of strikeouts late. And he came in here today looking to avenge himself and the team. And with Portman's talent, I wouldn't bet against him. So Jack steps into the box. Two down here, bottom of the first. Here's the pitch. Kopich, outside, 1-0. Kopich looks in. Again, outside, 2-0. Hitters count for Portman. On deck, number 3, Nick Struble. Kopich delivers. On the outside corner, cut the block, 2-1. Portman ready to go. Kopich with the delivery. High and outside, 3-1. So now, true hitters count for Portman. Do they give him the green light? Patriots lead 3-0 here, bottom of the first. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. They did give him the green light. And Portman swings through it. Full count now to the right fielder. Kopich, set. Here's the delivery. And it's shot to left center field. It's going to drop in for a base hit. Off the glove of the left fielder. Portman going for 2. The throw's offline and he's in there. Aggressive base running by the Lions. And the throw being offline. Portman's able to take second. You may be thinking, well, how different is that from when Manko tried to steal second? The only difference really was that the throw was offline. So, Pope John trying to get in there and hoping to go ahead and be aggressive on the base pass. And sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. In the case of Manko, it did not. In the case of Portman, it did. Well, the Lions have a runner on in scoring position, and now the batter, the cleanup hitter, Nick Struble. Struble with a big hit last night in an RBI late in the game against Wayne Hills. Kopich delivers. Liner to center field. The center fielder can't get it. It's a base hit. They can hold Portman at third. As the throw comes in, he would have been a dead duck at the plate. So, good coaching by the manager, James Manko, to hold Jack Portman at third. And now the batter, catcher, Andrew Pammy. Well, now, table set. Pammy to the dish. Looking for supper. Three 0 Lenape Valley. Pammy represents the tying run. Kopich looks in. Checks the runner at first. Now the pitch. Low. And a good block by the catcher, Hunter Klaus. One 1-0 to Pammy. On deck for the Lions, first baseman Evan Johnson. Pammy steps out for a sec. 1-0 to Pammy. Kopich looks in. Now the pitch. Runner goes. The throw down to second. Struble's in there. Stolen base. And that's a good play by Pope John, and here's why. It now puts 2 runners in scoring position. So a base hit by Pammy could cut the lead for Lenape Valley to 3-2. Now the pitch by Kopich. Outside. First base is open. 2-0 to Pammy. 3-0. 3-0. Kopich deals. Ball 4, too high. And Pammy works the walk. Now the bases are loaded. And the batter stepping to the plate. First baseman, Evan Johnson. Johnson into the box. Kopich looks in. 2 outs. Base is full. Here's the pitch. Low, ball 1. On deck for Pope John, number 13, Brody O'Hara. O'Hara playing left today. Kopich checks the runner. Now the pitch. In there, called strike. 1-1 on the outside corner. Big spot in this game. Kopich, set, fires. Low, good block by the catcher, Hunter Klaus. Make sure the ball didn't get away, so 2-1. And you know Johnson wants to get a hit, but a walk's just as good right now, scoring a run. So 2-1 count to the first baseman. Now the pitch. Grounder through the hole. Base hit. 1 run scores. Here comes Struble. The throw in, not in time. 2-run single for Evan Johnson. And Pope John's right back in this game. They're down 3-2. Nice clean single by Evan Johnson through the hole between dirt and short. And now runners on first and second for Brody O'Hara. Pietrowski on second. Johnson on first. Kopich looks in. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. On deck for Pope John, the designated hitter, Lucas Meseros. O'Hara steps out. He's granted time. That was a big hit by Johnson in so many ways. Mostly because, obviously you want to get back in the game quickly, but at the same time, Pope John just has not been swinging the bats well lately. Hopefully he'll get him going. Double steal. Here's the pitch. It's hit the center field. It's in that Bermuda Triangle. It falls in. Base hit. 1-run scores. Here's the throw. The slide. Safe. Evan Johnson scores. And the Lions take a 4-3 lead. Brody O'Hara with a bloop hit the center. Scores 2 runs. And the Lions will come all the way back to take a 4-3 lead. Well, now the offense is awake. Pope John scoring 4 times to respond to Lenape Valley's 3 in the top of the inning. And now Lucas Meseros at the dish. So erase the slate for Beckett Weeks. He's now got a lead. Pitch by Kopich. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. On deck for Pope John, Alex Rakowski. Pope John has needed an inning like this for a week now, since Chatham on Monday. Now the pitch. In there, called strike. Even in the Chatham game, they only had 1 run going into the bottom of the 6th, and then they exploded for 3. So it's really been at least a week that Pope John's been in this slump, but not anymore. They are alive and well. 4-3 lead, bottom of the 1st. Outside. O'Hara on second after that big 2-run bloop single to center. Now the pitch. Low. 3 runs for Lenape Valley in the top of the 1st. Pope John responds with a 4 spot in the bottom of the inning. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Kopich gets the K, but not before Pope John scores 4 times in the bottom of the 1st inning. And after 1, it's the Lions 4, Patriots 3. We'll be back on Pope John Lions TV on YouTube right after this.
Like a vandal, light up a stage and wax a chump like a candle. Rest the speaker that booms, I'm killing your brain like a poisonous mushroom. Deadly. When I play a dope melody, anything less than the best is a felony. get the bulls out, the kid don't play. And if that was a problem, yo, I'll solve it. Check out the hook while my DJ revolves it.
Welcome back to Pope John High School in Sparta, New Jersey. We're in the second round of the Hunterdon Warren Sussex baseball tournament between the Pope John Lions, the 4 seed, and the number 13 seed Lenape Valley Patriots. Score is 4-3 Pope John after being down 3-0 after a half inning. The Lions respond with a 4 spot in the bottom of the first. Leading off for Lenape Valley, number 8, Hunter Klaus, the catcher. Beckett Weeks back out for his second inning of work. Here's a pitch. Grounder to third, past Strakowski, and into left field for a base hit. And you're getting the feeling we're going to have a barn burner here. Both teams have their hitting shoes on today. Now the batter, number 12, Lucas Shedeman, the DH.
51. 51. Let's go. We got this side. Stay high. Here we go. Let's go, Shaq. All day, back. Wait, do you want to Shaq? 8. Yep.
So now a courtesy runner for Lenape Valley. This will be number 10, Josiah Rivera. Shedeman at the plate. Weeks looks in. Here's the pitch. Bunt right back to Weeks. One play, it's the first. Throws over, and he gets the runner. So score that 1-3 in your book. Sacrifice. And now Lenape Valley with the tying run on second base with 1 out. So nice bunt by Shedeman. And Weeks, there was nothing he could do but go to first with it. So he gets the out. Now the batter is Michael Kamek. Runner on second, 1 down. Weeks looks in. Here's the pitch. Outside, 1-0. Rivera with a lead off second. Here's the pitch by Weeks. Grounded to short. Ryan scoops it up, throws across in time. So 2 away now. And the batter is the shortstop and leadoff hitter for Lenape Valley, Tanner Gabota. Gabota got things off right for Lenape Valley in the top of the first with a base hit. And the Patriots were able to score 3 runs in that top of the inning. So now Weeks looks in, checks Rivera at second. Here's the delivery. In there, called strike. And you're hoping this inning goes a long way to settling down Beckett. He's got the stuff to get through a complete game. Here's the pitch. Grounder, foul. So now 0-2 to Gabota. Weeks 1 strike away from getting out of the top of the second with the lead intact. Weeks at the belt. Now the delivery. High, ball 1. Waste pitch by Weeks. Rivera on second, running for the catcher, Klaus. Gabota at the plate. 4-3 Pope John. Bottom, top of the second. Here's the pitch by Weeks. Outside, 2-2. This is just the first half of a double dip today. Not baseball, but baseball and lacrosse. Lacrosse quarterfinal in Hunterdon Warren, Sussex, right after this game. Here's the pitch by Weeks. High fly ball, left field. O'Hara going back, it's over his head. And it hops over the fence for a ground rule double. And that ties the game at 4. Rivera scores And a ground rule double by Tanner Gabota. Left center field, hops over the fence, and we are deadlocked for a piece. So now manager James Mango out to the mound to talk to Beckett. I don't see activity in the bullpen, but Miles Masoni was getting loose beforehand, so he may be ready.
I get it. But like,
And he makes the call. So Masoni's coming in, and Beckett Weeks' day is done. Well, this will be a game that Beckett learns from. He'll be better off for it. In the meantime, Miles Masoni into the game for Pope John. We'll take a break. We'll be right back after this. 4-4 tie between Pope John and Lenape Valley. You're watching Pope John Lions TV on YouTube. Welcome back to Pope John High School in Sparta, New Jersey. Pope John Lions baseball. Well, Beckett Weeks' day is done, and now he turns things over to Miles Masoni. We have settled that debate over the issue of Miles' last name. Looked for pronunciations at the beginning of the season. Got from a couple different sources that was Masoni. And somebody had asked him his name a while back, and he was so nice that he never corrected them. So it's actually Masoni. So my apologies to Miles and his family. And Masoni getting loose out there and ready to pitch for Pope John. He's pitched well this season. So Masoni is ready. And the batter for Lenape Valley with a runner on second. It's number 34, Chris Zander. Tanner Gabota with a ground rule double, knocking Weeks from the game and tying the score at 4. So Masoni toes the rubber. Zander in the box. We're set for baseball again. Here's the pitch. Oh, inside. 1-0. Sony looks in. We got time. Right after this game, immediately following it, unless this takes like 4 hours, we will head down to the lacrosse field. I already got the cart ready to go. And the Delaware Valley Terriers come in. In there, called strike by Masoni. 1-1 count. The Terriers coming to face the Pope John Lions, the top seed in the Hunterdon Warren Sussex lacrosse tournament on the boys' side. Masoni with the pitch. Grounder, past Masoni, and into center field, a base hit. And Manko bobbles it. That's going to allow Gabota to score standing. Now the throw gets away. Pammy saves it. And Zander will stay at first. An RBI single by Chris Zander gives Lenape Valley the lead back, 5-4. So now the batter, Ty Deliker, the right fielder, number 5 for Lenape Valley. 2 outs and Zander on first. So close the book on Weeks. 5 runs allowed in an inning and 2/3. Grounded to short, Ryan Fields flips to second in time to get Zander, and that's the end of the inning. But now before Lenape Valley retakes the lead, they score twice, and the Patriots up on the Pope John Lions, 5-4. We'll be back for bottom of the second action after this on Pope John Lions TV on YouTube. back at Pope John High School in Sparta, New Jersey for second round action of the Hunterdon Warren Sussex tournament. Mike Formasano along with you calling today's game. Thank you so much on this beautiful Saturday afternoon. A little overcast, a little humid, but no in the sight, so that's good. Leading off for the Lions here in the bottom of the second, Alex Rakowski. 5-4 Lenape Valley. Here's the pitch. In there, called strike. Jack Kopich back out for his second inning of work. On deck for the Lions, Joseph Manco. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. 0-2 to Rakowski. Lenape Valley scored 3 times in the top of the first. Pope John responded with a 4 spot in the bottom of the inning. Lenape Valley is taking the lead again. Outside to Rakowski. 2 runs in the top of the second, knocking Beckett Weeks from the game. 1-2 count now to Rakowski, who's leading off for Pope John. Here's the pitch by Kopich. High pop up. First base. First baseman take a few steps back, makes the catch. So 1 down here in the bottom of the second. And the leadoff man for Pope John is up in 31. Joseph Manco. Manco took a hit in the head yesterday. First pitch of the bottom of the first. Right on the noggin. Cut him on the ear. Had to leave the game for a couple of innings, but came back in, so it was good to see. Swing and a miss, strike 1. On deck for Pope John, Will Ryan. Kopich looks in. Now the pitch. In there, called strike. 0-2 to Manco. Kopich deals. Trying to knock out my phone. I know. It's all right. So make sure the equipment's good. Looks like it is. Still recording. Good. Now the pitch. Ball. 2-2 count to Manco. Now the pitch. High fly ball, center field. Center fielder going back. He's there. Makes the catch. 2 outs now, and the batter is Will Ryan. Lenape Valley trying to get out of this bottom of the second inning unscathed. First non-crooked number of the game. Haven't done it yet. It's 2 outs. Here's the pitch. High. Jack Portman on deck. Now the pitch. In there, called strike. Right on the outside corner. 1-1 to Ryan. 2 down here, bottom of the second. Here's the pitch. Fouled off, out of play. One and 2 to Will Ryan. Kopich looks in. Delivers. High fly ball down the left field line. It's going to drop in for a base hit. Ryan on his way to second. Here comes the throw. And Ryan's in standing with a 2-out double. And now the batter for Pope John is Jack Portman. So the Lions had a 2-out rally going last inning to score their 4 runs. We'll see if they can produce another 2-out rally here in the bottom of the second. So A nice shot by Will Ryan down the left field line. Drops in harmlessly for a double. Now Portman in the box. Kopich checks the runner. Now the pitch. In there, called strike. On the outside corner. 0-1 to Portman. On deck for the Lions, number 3, the second baseman, Nick Struble. Kopich checks Ryan. Now delivers. Ball. 1-1. One 1 count to Portman. Kopich with the delivery. Ryan goes for third. It's fouled off. Out of play. So Ryan has to go back to second. 1-2 count to Jack Portman. Lions just looking for a clean single to the outfield. It'll score Ryan and tie the game. Here's a pitch by Kopich. High, outside. 2-2. Kopich checks Ryan. Now the delivery. Fouled off. Defensive swing by Portman. It looked to hold. Got a piece of it, fouled it away. So the count holds at 2-2. Will Ryan on second after a 2-out double. Lions are down by 1, 5-4. Bottom of the second. Kopich looks in. Here's the pitch. Outside, 3-2. On deck is Struble. First base is open. Full count to Jack Portman. Kopich checks Will Ryan. Now the pitch. Fouled off. Out of play. Behind us. We'll do it again. Jack Kopich, number 25 for Lenape Valley. Looks in. Now the delivery. Outside, ball forward. Portman works a walk. First and second for Pope John here in the bottom of the second with 2 down. And now the batter, the cleanup hitter, number 3, Nick Struble. Struble with a big hit yesterday to give the Lions a run in the bottom of the 7th, the final inning. He's had big hits this season, so Lions looking for another one right now. 5-4 Lenape Valley. Patriots the 13th seed against the 4th seeded Lions. We had a mild upset in girls lacrosse in Hunterdon and Warren, Sussex. This would not be mild. Fouled off out of play. 13 beating a 4? That's definitely major. Oh, 0-1 to Struble. On deck, catcher Andrew Pammy. Kopich looks in. Now the pitch. Both runners go. Outside and no throw. Klaus didn't have a play on either of them. So a double steal by Pope John. And now all it takes is one little old hit to score 2 runs and give Pope John the lead back. Ryan on third. Portman on second. Struble at the dish. Kopich looks in. Here's the pitch. Outside and low again. Got 2-1 to Struble. 2-1. Kopich deals. High, ball 3. 3-1. Now, the big question, do you let Struble swing away on 3-1? Try and go for the walk. And hand it off to Andrew Pammy. Kopich gets what he wants at the belt. Now the pitch. Liner to left field, base hit. Ryan scores. Portman's coming home. Here's the throw. It's past the catcher. Portman scores. And Struble the second. A 2-run single by Nick Struble, and the catcher's down. And we're going to go ahead and take an injury timeout. Collision at the plate. We'll take a break on Pope John Lions TV on YouTube. Welcome back to Pope John High School in Sparta, New Jersey. His catcher, Hunter Klaus, is sitting up. Still trying to recover from that collision at home plate with Jack Portman. We'll wait until Hunter gets full wind of him and then come right back on Pope John Lions TV on YouTube. Welcome back, Pope John High School in Sparta, New Jersey. As we come back from injury timeout, Hunter Klaus is going to come out of the game now, the catcher for Lenape Valley, and is going to turn it over to the backup catcher. We'll get a number on him in just a second. Collision at home plate between him and Jack Portman knocks him from the game. And so now the backup catcher is Robert Krantz, and he's going to come in and take over for Klaus. In the meantime, Struble will go back to second. A base hit, and Struble advanced to second on the throw home. Scores 2 runs, and the Pope John Lions take a 6-5 lead on Lenape Valley. So big hit. Another 2-out rally for the Lions here. So Kranz in for Klaus, and the batter for Pope John is their catcher, Andrew Pammy. So another 2-out rally for Pope John gives them the lead again at 6-5. We're only in the second inning. And trainer Jordan Martin getting a bag of ice for Klaus. Both Jordan and Jerry Graziano out here for trainers today. So now Pammy steps into the box. We're back to baseball. 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. Lions have scored twice here in the bottom of the second. Here's the pitch to Pammy. Inside on Pammy. 1-0. Struble on second. Lions have retaken the lead. Now the pitch by Kopich. Fouled off out of play. He dive out of the way there. Ball coming right back. Now the pitch by Kopich. Struble goes. And he's got the base stolen. Wow. Stolen base for Nick Struble. He's on third. Now hitters count for Pammy. 2-1. Here's the pitch. High pop up on the infield. Pitcher coming in for it. Kopich, now the catcher. And it lands. It bounces fair. Foul ball. So, once it landed fair, the umpire just had to wait and see if it was going to bounce foul, and it did. Foul ball. So we'll do it again. 2-2 count now to Pammy. And that bounced the other way. Lions on the run of the game. Now Kopich with the pitch. Here it is. High fly ball, center field. Center fielder racing in. He's under it. Makes the catch. But not before Pope John comes back to take a 1-run lead. 2 runs in the bottom of the second. At the end of 2, it's 6-5, Pope John. We'll be back right after this on Pope John Lions TV on YouTube. Welcome back to Pope John High School here in Sparta, New Jersey for top of the third action between the Pope John Lions and the Lenape Valley Patriots in the second round of the Hunterdon Sussex tournament. The Lions, the 4 seed, leading the 13th seeded Patriots by a score of 6-5 as we head to the top of the third. And to see down the left field line, the lacrosse team is gathered up here to take a look at baseball and see what's going on up here, as they've got another 63 minutes before they square off against the Delaware Valley Terriers. We'll be with them immediately following this game. So lacrosse right after baseball today. Here's the pitch by Miles Massoni. In there, called strike. 0-1 to the batter, number 7, Aiden Van Bommel. Or Van Bommel. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. 0-2. Sony in relief of Beckett Weeks. Pulled after an inning and 2/3. All 5 runs against Beckett. Sony with the pitch. Just off the plate, 1-2. So manager James Banco looking for Massoni to go the rest of the way and get Pope John across the finish line. Here's the pitch. Curveball, strike 3. Nice strikeout by Massoni. 1 out now, top of the third, and here's the next batter, number 15, Mark Pavese.
Here you go. Hey, Mark, big guy. Let's go, kid. Come on, Mark. Do something. Come on, Miles. Come on, Miles. Hey, Miles.
Sony, a senior on this team, in there. Called strike. Uncle Charlie cuts the corner. 0-1. Sony works rather quickly. Not as quickly as Portman does. Curveball off the plate. 1-1. The curve's got some movement today. Oh, high and tight to number 15, Pavese. On deck, Michael Parker. 2-1. Popped up. Just out of play.
I'm empty. I need some baseball. Come on, right back at it.
So, 2-2 to the batter, Pavese. Masoni looks in. Now Miles with the delivery. Popped up again, this time on the infield. First baseman Evan Johnson settling under it. Makes the catch. Two down now, top of the third. And the batter's Michael Parker. And for a game that has had crooked numbers in the first 4 parts of the 2 innings, top and bottom, it'd be nice to see a change now, especially for Pope John to get a clean inning. 0-1 now to Parker. Sony looks in. Now the delivery. Low and away. 1-1. Now the pitch by Masoni. Curveball in there. 1-2 pitch by Masoni. He's at the belt. Here it comes. Fly ball down the right field line. Portman chasing it down. Out of his reach. Just out of his reach by about maybe 2 feet. So Parker stays alive. Sun's gone behind the clouds, which for me is a good thing. You can see the game a little better. It's not as hot. As long as the rain stays away. Knock on wood. Doubleheader here at Pope John High School in Hunterdon Warren Sussex tournament action today. Baseball now, lacrosse later. Here's the pitch. Inside. And the bells from Our Lady Lake chiming for 3 p.m. Here's the pitch. Grounder, the third, down the third baseline, foul. Usually we're here in the late afternoon, so bells usually mean dinner time. Not yet. Maybe a mid-afternoon snack. We'll be going until about 6 today. Although if this game keeps up at this pace, we're not going to make it down to the lacrosse game until the second half. Masoni with the pitch. In there, called strike 3. And that's the third out of the inning. Masoni works a 1-2-3 top of the third, and boy, did the Lions need that. With our 2.5, it's Pope John 6, Lenape Valley 5. We'll be back for bottom of the third action right after this on Pope John Lions TV on YouTube.
Sunshine and whiskey. Chilling on the beach with my sweet Georgia peach. Not a care in the world, just trying to beat the heat. Body like an eyeglass, sand on the feet. Can't help but stare, cause I got the best seat. Just when I thought I couldn't get any hotter, you slid on in. Said I'm a little hot and bothered if you know what I mean. Just crank it up to 100 degrees. Alright. Get me like fire, shot me like a bullet. Burn me up and down, no way to cool it. Every time you kiss me, it's like sunshine and whiskey. Like a roller jack, straight to the head. One shot, two shot, copper tone red. Every time you kiss me, it's like sunshine and whiskey.
mom is the head coach from Sussex College.
Oh, sure.
He's not That's Ron. He does announcements, he does football, baseball, basketball, hockey. Yeah. Maybe you can get him up there for one of your games, man. Yeah.
Welcome back to bottom of the third action here between Pope John and Lenape Valley. First pitch, grounder to short. Shortstop Fields fires, throws across, brings the first baseman off the bag, and Johnson's safe. Oh, to throw errant from the shortstop, and it pulls the first baseman, Michael Parker, off the bag. And Evan Johnson gets on to lead off the bottom of the third. It's a clean 1-2-3 inning by Miles Massoni in the top of the third. And so Pope John holding on to a 6-5 lead. Now the batter, number 13, Brody O'Hara. Johnson on first, no outs. This is the second round of the Hunterdon Warren Sussex tournament in baseball. The 4th seed Pope John Lions lead number 13 seed Lenape Valley 6-5. Later on, immediately following baseball, will be down to the lacrosse field for the top seed Pope John boys lacrosse team, 11-1 this season, taking on the 8th seed Delaware Valley Terriers. I've even got a ride to the game. Trainers, either Jerry or Jordan, are going to give me the cart. They'll keep me, well, they're going to drive it. I'll just hop on and they'll scoot me down to the lacrosse field. Can't ask for anything better. Johnson with a moderate lead off first. Now to pitch. Outside. Now discussion on the first base bag between the umpire and Coach Ben Perez on Pope John and the Lenape Valley manager. Now back to baseball. Johnson off first. He's got a moderate lead. On deck is Lucas Meseros. Here's the pitch. Outside. 2-0 to O'Hara. No outs here, bottom of the third. Pope John looking to build on a 6-5 lead. So Parker looks in. Oh, did I mention that? New pitcher. Michael Parker in the game for Lenape Valley. Here's the pitch. Inside. Johnson goes. The throw offline. And Johnson's safe. The shortstop raced over to the second base side. Try and snag that ball in front and reach back. And that's always a problem. You have to reach back. If the throw's not online, most times you miss the runner. And that's exactly what happens. So Johnson now standing on second with the stolen base. So now the first baseman in the game is number 12, Lucas Shedeman. Parker looks in. Deals. Grounder. Down the third baseline, foul. So close the book on Jack Kopich. He pitched 2 innings, gave up 6 runs. Now Lenape Valley hoping for a better performance from Michael Parker today. It's exactly what happened with Pope John. Beckett Weeks, who's been stellar throughout the whole season, just didn't have it today. Pulled after an inning and 2/3. 5 runs, and now Miles Massoni in relief, and the senior has been getting the job done into, now we'll go into the 4th inning. Parker looks back on Johnson, now deals. Grounder down the third baseline, foul. Three and 1 to O'Hara. O'Hara with a big hit in the first inning. In there, called strike 3. So the full count pitch gets O'Hara. And now the batter, Lucas Mesros. One out here in the bottom of the 3rd. Parker looks in. Gets what he wants. Now to pitch to Mesros. In there, called strike. Number 21, Lucas Mesros at the plate for Pope John. Runner on second, 1 out. Here's a pitch by Parker. High. 1-1. On deck, third baseman Alex Rakowski. 6-5, Pope John leads. Bottom of the 3rd. Now the pitch by Parker. Outside. 2-1. 2-1 count to Mesros. Parker deals. In there, called strike. 2-2. Counts even to Mesros. On deck, Rakowski. And in the hole, Joseph Banco. 1 down in the bottom of the 3rd. Johnson on second. Now the pitch. Low and away. He'll drive the count full. 3-2. Lenape Valley looking to close out the first clean inning of the ball game. Crooked numbers for both teams in the top and bottom of the 1st and 2nd. And that's where we stand, 6-5. Here's the pitch. High fly ball out of play. So we'll do the full count pitch again. Lions the 4 seed here in this tournament. If they win, they'll go on to face the 5-12 winner. 5 is Vernon. I don't remember who 12 is. Full count to Mesros. Parker looks in. Checks Johnson. Now deals. High pop-up down the left field line. Left fielder racing in. Makes the catch. Lazy fly ball to left field, and now 2 down. And the batter is number 8, Alex Rakowski. So if Pope John does advance, they'll play on Wednesday against the 5-12 winner. It's against Vernon. Either way, it's going to be a home game. On Wednesday, you'll also have the softball team going at it. They're the number 2 seed on the softball side. They play the 7-10 winner. So we'll have to see what times those games are at. The lacrosse game, that's not a problem. It's on Tuesday instead of Wednesday. Here's the pitch. Fouled off. So if the top seed, Pope John Lions boys lacrosse team, win today against the 8th seed of Delaware Valley Terriers, which we'll have on right after this game, then Tuesday they'll play the winner of 4 and 5, which is 4 Sparta. I don't remember who 5 is, so we would definitely have that game for you on Tuesday. Also on Monday, non-Hunterdon Warren Sussex action. The baseball team hosting Roxbury, actually at Roxbury. They're on the road. They do a home and home again. The home game is scheduled for Wednesday. They'd have to move that if they win today. The road game is at Roxbury on Monday, so we'll be in Roxbury for that game. 4:30 on Monday. Parker looks back Johnson, not a pitch. Fouled off, out of play. We'll do it again.
Need some baseballs.
6-5, Pope John with 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. A slow-moving game. I was covering girls lacrosse earlier in the week. We came up for some bonus coverage against St. Joseph Montville. This is about 45 minutes into the game, and it's already in the bottom of the 5th inning. This is an hour and 15, and we're only in the bottom of the third. Parker checks Johnson back at second. Here's the pitch. In there, called strike 3. Kowski down looking, and that's it for the third. So a clean inning on the top and bottom. And after 3, it's Pope John 6, Lenape Valley 5. We'll start up a new feed here on Pope John Lions TV on YouTube. Come on back in about 60 seconds, and we'll have the 4th through 7th innings. Pope John with a 6-5 lead. We'll be back right after this on Pope John Lions TV on YouTube.